meeting to order.
The Monroeville Town Council met on August 6, 2025 at 7 p.m. with the following members present: Don Gerardo, Tim Berry, Chad Heffernan, and Rich Stevenson. The minutes of the July 2nd, 2025 meeting were read. Joan made a motion to approve, seconded by Rich Van Cass. Motion to approve resolution 2025-3 to amend chapter 154 of the Town of Monroeville, State of Indiana ordinance was made by Chad, seconded by Rich and Cass. Motion to approve ordinance 674 concerning the courthouses within the Town of Monroeville was made by Rich, seconded by Joan and Cass. With nothing further to discuss, Tim made a motion to adjourn, seconded by Chad and Cass.
Any additions or corrections? Being none, we need a motion to accept the minutes as read.
Motion.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed likewise. Clear pass. Rick?
No, other than I talked to you a little bit about if when we have somebody come in to do the brush down here to grind it up, it'd sure be nice if they would grind it up a lot smaller and maybe we'd get rid of it. Because right now they ground it up so coarse that nobody's taking any for mulch.
Right.
And there's a pile big enough right now that down there that's not being used, and the pile that's there to be ground up is probably as big as the pile there, and you're running out of space to put it. But
No,
before, when it was ground up good, it seemed to disappear. People used it, and
Yeah, no, we'll have to have what's there reground. But let me talk to Stacy from the county, because she's always paid for it. So,
that's the only thing that,
okay. Judy? Jenny?
Yes, I've just been wondering what the status is of the trailer behind me, and I'm hoping that what I've been hearing is not true. Although I noticed that the weeds had all been cut down and things had been straightened up around there a little bit, so I'm assuming it probably is true. But I've heard that someone is moving into it.
Oh, I don't know.
And I just thought after 12 years or more of it sitting there empty, and I know for the last 3 summers, you know, the weeds haven't been properly taken care of, and then all at once the weeds have all disappeared, and I was told that somebody was moving in there, and I just thought it kind of sounded like whoever owns it decided, well, rather than me have to deal with getting it out of there, I'll just fix it so the town can't get rid of it, so.
I talked to him about trimming the weeds,
Okay.
so other than that, I don't have any idea.
Okay.
Except I had Tim Claxton and I went around every place, which is the lawyer, and he was preparing some letters, and Matt and I, we went to the one in between, and there really wasn't, if there's nobody living in it, I mean, we were there. Well, yeah, Rich was there with us.
Nobody living where?
In a trailer. That
In the
we-
trailer there next to Rod?
No. Different place.
So you're saying if nobody's living there, what?
What I'm saying, if nobody's living there, there's nothing illegal.
Well, what about the fact that it's an eyesore to the neighborhood and it certainly depreciates neighboring property, because the north side of that trailer is a disaster. Some of the skirting is missing, it needs to be painted, the windows are a mess, you know, so.
No, Tim's preparing a letter for everybody, that
Okay.
every place we went, and I don't know what happened. He texted me just a little bit ago and said, I'm still working. And I said, okay.
Okay,
But he's preparing a letter for
Okay.
all of them.
all right.
Did you check out the RV that's next to me? Was you talking about that one?
Yeah, we all went there. And if the drain that she had hooked up, she claimed was for her dog washer. And it's gone.
What's going? The drain?
The drain.
Was there a license plate on it?
I don't know.
I didn't walk back to the rear of the camper.
I mean, there was three of us went.
Shouldn't that have a plate on it?
I have no idea. I didn't walk around behind it to look.
I think that's the law, ain't it?
You could argue though it's on private property. It's,
They spend nights in there. I've heard them.
and when we talked to them, she claimed they weren't living in it.
Well,
Yeah, I don't know if they
Well, she's
are,
gonna
they
say
are.
that.
well, yeah, she's gonna say that.
I'm clear on that. But it's kind of that awkward gray area we're all trying to find solutions for.
What have you done to find solutions?
The three of us have gone out there,
That one place,
so.
what about down by me? I mean, that is a
Tim
disaster area.
Tim and I was down there too.
Well, 2 months ago I was here, and when the lawyer was here.
He was here last Saturday,
Who was?
the lawyer with me.
Well, but he was here 2 months ago. The officer was here 2 months ago. He read the ordinance. He said, give him 5 days, we get it out. And you had done absolutely nothing. I talked to him a month ago. He said, we're working on it. Well, now, if we got an ordinance that it's illegal, what do you have to do to work on it? What do you do when the grass is X amount of inches tall? You keep working on it that long until the frost kills it? I mean, none of it makes sense. I don't understand why the town board does not want to clean up the town.
We do want to clean up.
Well, why
the
don't
town.
you? That's what I don't understand.
Tell me what is illegal, and we will do it.
That trailer down there by me has gotta be illegal. It's an
Well, I
eyesore.
assume that it
He's got
is
it
because it's
framed up with
parked
a
on the
canvas over it.
sidewalk.
And the house itself, the trailer, I mean, when you got letters that tall spray painted on the side of barn siding in front of his trailer,
It's not illegal. There's no law against being a slob.
there's a law against, there's an ordinance that says if it's depreciated in properties, there's brush behind, there's two,
Depreciates properties.
there's 2 jet
You're
skis back
supposed to
there.
do something
The
about it.
grass is up in there. You know, I don't understand why you don't put something on it. You know, he said he's working on it, but I don't know what you're working on.
It ain't his
Tell
job
me what you're
anyway.
working on.
It ain't his job. Why can't the town hire somebody part-time to go around and do this? Write people up and do it. It's not that officer's job to do it. Have somebody, hire him part-time, cost town a little bit of money, write notices up, give him 30 days to get it cleaned up. Somebody comes in and cleans it up and charges the son of a bitches. And you could put it on their taxes or something if they don't want to pay at the end of the year.
Is that the
Like a lot of towns do.
Is that the letters that Tim's drafting?
Yeah,
Is
that's
the
what Tim's
notices
drafting
to-
right now.
Do what?
That's what Tim is drawing up right now, so that they
How
all
long does it
got
take
a
to
letter.
How
draw?
long is that gonna take?
Pardon?
How long is that gonna take?
It's already 3 months.
That I don't know. I know that I took him, and I took him to every one of them. And he wrote them down, and I figured he would be here tonight. He texted me just before the meeting and said that he was still at work, so.
So, yeah, I just, nothing gets done. We've been talking about this for months. And don't
It's
tell me
specific
that,
in the town
you know-
ordinance. It's specific, you gotta do something about it. That's you guys' job, you're supposed to do something about it. It's specific. They shouldn't take a year to do it.
Well,
4
no,
months
I
or
know
5
it should,
months.
but I'm not the lawyer.
well, you got the ordinance. Has he
Yes,
got
I
the
do.
authority to go tag it?
The one down by you, yes.
Well, why don't he tag it?
Cause
Cause what?
You're not gonna like this answer. I've been waiting for the attorney because if I tag anything, the attorney becomes the prosecutor. So I've been waiting for us to work as a cohesive unit, and I respect that you're frustrated that it's not going as quickly as you want it to go.
It's gone on for years, and I know you haven't been here that long, but nothing gets done. I talked to the board member 2-3 years ago. You know what she said? We're working on it. Well, what are we working on? Now, you know and I know that that's BS. Nobody's
No,
working on
I'm
nothing,
not saying it's not.
you know.
He could sue the town if he wanted to make you guys do your job.
But, you know, it don't take that lawyer, no 3 months to write up a letter.
You take that to lawyer, you might have a case.
You know, I just don't understand. You tell me
Well,
what we're doing to get it other than.
we went down to the one, and then we've been by all the other ones too.
Well, that don't get it done.
No, I understand that, but I also, in his defense, if we haven't got the notice sent, that's our fault.
Well, why don't you do it?
Well, we will.
When?
Been here now for 3 months.
Yeah,
Well,
it don't take you 3 months to write up a letter.
I understand that, but I'm not the one writing the letter, and I'm not the prosecuting attorney on it.
Who pays you guys' salaries? The Tooth Fairy?
You know,
Our taxes is paying you guys.
John Williams sent everybody a letter and a copy of the ordinance about the neighbor down there. Barry was the only one that responded to it. None of the other board members done nothing. What have you done, Rich? Your place looks nice. Why don't you take that
Well, I
other
go
guy?
down and looked at it.
Well, what good does that do?
And-
You gotta do something.
I got 2 places next to me is depreciating the hell out of my value of my property. And town ordinance says you're supposed to do something about it. I'm getting probably $20,000 or $30,000 less out of place because of the 2 messes I got in back of me. It says right in town ordinance you're supposed to do something about it. Maybe we can get a lawyer.
Well, Donnie, if I could interrupt here a minute, getting back to that trailer that's behind me, I'm confused because, I guess I don't, it seemed like before we were kind of all in agreement that that needed to go. And I don't understand why just trimming the weeds means that it doesn't need to go, because the trailer is still decrepit. And, it's like you know.
Whoever left the trailer in is the ones that's responsible.
Okay,
We did not issue a permit for that trailer.
okay.
We can't revoke that permit for that trailer.
We don't mean that. We just want you to get rid of it because it's an eyesore. It's been there for 12
Right,
years.
no, I understand that.
12 years I've had to look at that.
My understanding, the only thing you gotta do is contact somebody at the Department of Fort Wayne, send an inspector out and inspect that trailer. If it's not livable, then give them 30 days to get it out of there.
If you had somebody in town pay him part-time to do that, you guys wouldn't have to worry about none of this. The guy who works part-time could do all that and do that.
No, I understand.
Hire John for 30 days, he'll clean the town up.
This officer down here ain't got no business serving all this stuff or whatever. Ain't his job. He don't want to do
Is
it.
that trailer even inhabitable?
Pardon?
Is that trailer even inhabitable?
I don't think so, but I don't know for sure.
Well, see, it needs inspected. If you send a letter to him saying there's gonna be an inspector who'll set a day, he'll come and the inspector will say whether it's livable or not livable. If he says it's not, then it's out of here. It's simple as that. Now, I don't know why we're dragging our feet. And mine down there is much worse. He's talking about brush. You know, what an eyesore that is.
Them 2 properties are hurting my property value bad.
But, you know, poor Karen's there, you know, hers is down to nothing, living next to that trailer.
And honestly, I don't even care about the joker with the RV, I just want the badass trailer, the really bad one next to me gone. I'll just deal with one, just get rid of the trailer, I'll deal with the other one. I'm not looking at both of them, I ain't doing it.
No, I'll talk to Tim probably tomorrow and see where he's at. But I thought he would be here tonight.
Well, I thought 2 months ago it was all cut and dried, you were gonna do it.
Well,
He read the ordinance. They got copies of the ordinance, I haven't seen it, but, John Williams sent copies of the ordinance to all the board members.
no, I've read it. I know where it's at.
So, you know, all the drive around town, we attract nothing but trash. You know, one moves in, one moves out, another trash moves in. You come to Monroeville, you can put cars out on the street, jack them up, let them barrel jacks, cut the wheels off, some of them don't have plates on. Don't tell me that that's not an eyesore or a bad thing.
Maybe
No,
that's
I'm
one,
not saying it's not.
Well, why don't we do something about it?
maybe that's one reason why there ain't any factories moved in down there behind Dollar General right now. That sucker's been sitting empty for a year and a half, companies come down there and drive around this town and look at us like, oh, no, they can't help. Got a big bunch of nothing down there right now for what, a year and a half? Ain't nothing moved in there yet, maybe there's a reason for that. I'm not sure, I'm sure it's not all the reason, but they can't help when companies drive around this town and look.
And Jenny built a big, nice house there. How many more nice houses we got coming up in town? Nobody wants to build there. I understand you told me there was a couple building down there on the corner,
Yep,
but
2 new ones.
the guy that's tearing that building down, I think he got off of what he wanted, and I think it's still laying there.
I don't know.
It's,
Haven't been down there.
I talked to him, he was down there tearing it down and taking that siding off, and he sells it to somebody that does stuff with antique stuff, and Cracker Barrel and all that. But the rest of it's laying there, the beams and all that. So,
Well, it hadn't been too long since he tore it down, that's just been, what, a week or two?
yeah. But it looked better when it was standing.
Oh, it actually did.
Yeah,
Oh, I seen where the
The
stuff
barn
was
was the
laid.
least of my worries.
yeah,
I know
well,
it's an eyesore, but that's.
the barn was structurally, I think it looked solid, you know.
Right.
Put some siding on it, it'd been a nice building.
Yeah, no, he wants to build 2 houses on that lot, which it's actually 2 lots.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, we will do what we can do. I don't have an excuse for you.
well, you know, well, tell me what you're gonna do.
I'm gonna talk to Tim in the morning.
Oh, you know, something will get done. That's all we've done is talk about it.
We can always call a lawyer if we want to, I'm sure we got a pretty good case.
So, where's the rest of your board members?
Well, I think the problem is, until he serves a notice, our hands are
Yeah,
tied.
you can't do it.
And we were asking him to serve a notice, but he hasn't gotten that done yet.
Well-
So our hands are kind of tied until we serve a notice, correct? Am I-
Right, yeah.
So
Who serves the
He's-
notice?
Tim's drawing up the letter. Tim's
The
not
lawyer?
here to give us the facts of where he's at with it, so we don't know.
Right.
Well, you
It
know,
has to be sent by registered letter, or it has to be delivered by a police officer.
yeah, so. What do you,
And Joan had her knee manipulated today, that's the reason she's not here.
she wasn't here the last 2 months.
Yeah, she's been-
Yeah, she was here last month.
Was she here last month? The month before she wasn't. I missed last month. You're glad I missed though, aren't you?
How's come the town can't hire somebody to do this instead of using a lawyer and a policeman? Why can't you hire somebody part-time? Goes around and does this, keeps us all in check.
We probably could consider it.
Well, still, it's gonna have to go through this.
It's still gotta go through the lawyer,
Yeah, it's still gotta be,
because he's the one that will prosecute.
right.
The county won't do it, we have to do it.
I mean, it's.
So that's, but you haven't been done doing it for years.
It
I mean,
doesn't take that long to write all them notices out within 30, 60 days or whatever, and that's it, and go to town and do what you're supposed to do. You give them a notice, 30 days, 60 days, whatever that be. You don't
We'll
do it,
do
then-
whatever the law says, that's what we'll do.
You will do, you haven't done it though.
Well, obviously not.
Well, you know, and I made a list too of all the places I thought needed to be cleaned up, but before that, he started down at the trailer court. How many places down there had been talked to and cleaned up and stuff?
Yeah, as compared to when I first came to town, the
About-
transport's doing better.
Yeah, so, yeah, I mean, you guys never see that, you
No.
don't drive through there.
I
So you
do,
don't have no idea about that, there's, 20 trailers in there, and about 10 of them have been cleaned up now.
Is that-
Some are unhabitable.
is that in the town or is that in city limits?
Yes,
Now, okay, you said the key word there. He went down and he got that straightened out. Why in the H can't he straighten up the other stuff? It's not, it's all the same. If he got trailers moved out of there that was unhabitable, why can't he move the stuff down here that's uninhabitable in an eyesore? You're talking out both sides here. Rick.
well, I don't know, we have
And
to
some of
look at the
those-
law.
Some of those trailers,
That's
or
what-
I was more apt talking to them about getting stuff grass mowed, that's all. The trailers down there, if the court wants to remove them, that's on the court's issue, because it's private property.
Private property.
But you got it cleaned up.
I at least asked them to mow.
Have you went down and asked that guy down there by me to clean up and cut his weeds and his trees? He's got brush all over the place. There's 2 jet skis out in the back, trees growing up through them.
So that's a different one than the one in her backyard?
That's down there in the bay on
Okay.
Elm Street.
They're all different.
I mean, it is,
Yeah.
that's the worst one.
Because the one behind her, he has nobody to go talk to because there's nobody there, right? So,
We know who owns it.
I don't personally, but.
He does.
Okay.
Well, I called the guy with the trailer, and he went down and trimmed it and everything.
Yeah, that's the first time in the 3 years I've lived there that it has looked that good, that the trailer itself is still looks bad, so, but at least the weeds are gone.
But I don't know if anybody's gonna move in, I have no idea.
I can't believe it is livable after it's been sitting there for 10, 15 years, closed up, no heat, no,
Nice and
That I don't know,
no,
because I won't go on the property.
no.
Well, in the place down there by you, it's a trailer and a camper. I don't know.
And-
You know, does the guy live in the camper or does he live in the trailer? You know?
He's living in both.
That camper next to me, they're on and off in the house, in the camper. And I guarantee you, there's no license plate on it, and that's right there, that's illegal. You can bet your ass, there's not a license plate on that.
Well, there's any number of vehicles sitting around
You
town.
can't use that
With no
for another
plates.
dwelling on a property. You can't use that for a dwelling. You're going in and out at, and living at it at night. And it says right in town ordinance, you can't have 2 dwellings on the same frickin' property.
Right.
Now it says it right in the goddamn ordinance.
He didn't have anything to do.
I drive by there about every night at midnight, and there's never been a light on in there.
Because they're sleeping.
Yeah, you gotta get there earlier.
Air conditioner's running. There's been a time in there, I live next to them, I'm there 12,
You need to
14
call
hours
Bonnie.
out of the day.
You need to call Bonnie when you see the lights on.
No, that's not happening.
No.
That's not happening. It's not rocket science. But actually, I'm more worried about the piece of junk next to me on the left. Get rid of that, I'll deal with that other clown. I'm just not dealing with both of them, I'm not doing it. It's not fair, it's depreciating my property. Bad. Real bad. Just come back here and look
Was
at
it
it.
there when you bought it,
What, the trailer?
the property?
The junk trailer?
Yeah,
Yeah. When nobody living there, it's 12 years ago.
Okay, and Jenny was there when she built her new house. It was there also.
But the
that's
town
not-
ordinance says.
I'm not
specifically
saying it's
states
right,
that.
I'm just saying that you wanna be careful what you try to
It was
do.
there when you
Yeah.
took over your properties.
It's a nuisance property. It probably needs to be condemned. Hurting my property value.
Well, Matt and I will, and Tim will take care of it.
I
When,
heard that in July. Here it is September.
tell us what you're gonna do. Tell us what you're gonna do towards getting rid of them trailers. and
What
the
am I
junk down
gonna
there
do?
for me.
I'm gonna call the lawyer, because I can't enforce the law, because I don't have nothing to do with it.
He was here in July, and I was here in July, and he read the ordinance and said what to do.
It
Why
says it
wasn't-
right in the ordinance,
why
there's no
wasn't it
legal
done?
way. It says in the ordinance, you guys have the permission and whereabouts to do that. You don't have to go by law, it just says right there. You are the law. And you can make them clean that up in 30 or 60 days. It's you guys. You don't go buy a lawyer or anything like that. That's horseshit. You do it yourself, take 30 or 60 days. It says it right in your thing. Town bylaws right there, that thing. That's what you're supposed to do. That's your job. Says it right in there.
Well, we'll see if we got it done by next month, that's all I can tell you.
But you know, if something gets done, we can contact a lawyer.
Well, that's your choice.
We can do that.
So what about back in July? We went through the same thing in July. We was gonna do it. What'd you do from July till now? Did you do anything, Rick? Huh?
Yeah, went and looked at it and we told him to draw something up, so we're waiting on him.
Well, then you better jack him up a little bit.
Okay? I think you're right.
He's worried about that, I'm worried about.
We'll get everything moving.
I'll be on you every morning at breakfast.
That's okay.
I'm not waiting till next
I can
July.
take it,
Huh?
I can take it.
So,
But don't have a food fight.
I think that trailer next to Rod needs to be inspected by the county, and he'll determine whether it's livable or not.
Who in the county would you go to?
Pardon?
Who in the county would you go to? We don't have no,
I really don't know. I'm
you know.
gathering who do you
That's
go
the
to.
thing, Fort Wayne's got that enforcement code that they can go in there and hit all the properties and stuff like that. County don't have one.
Well,
You might get the building department to come down here.
It's pretty nice.
we turned the zoning over to Fort Wayne years ago.
Why would Fort Wayne,
Huh?
why would Fort Wayne do our codes?
Be Allen County.
Yeah, Allen County, I guess.
Allen County.
Allen County.
Yeah. The town board give up their right to do that and give it to the county or whoever does it.
Yeah, but it's still a process to go through. You ever try to get something done in court?
And so that'll take them 5 years.
Yeah.
You know,
So,
you don't get it done right away.
well, it don't take 3 or 4 years, or 10.
I don't know, I got a lawsuit still 3 years so far.
I know, I've talked to the Boulder buyer 5 years ago. It's the same thing, and I hear every time from whoever I talk to, we're working on it. I talked to him a month ago, we're working on it. But nobody can tell me what you're working on. Now you said you're gonna call the lawyer tomorrow.
It shouldn't be his job to do anything.
I don't know whose job it is.
Well, I talked to him all off and on about the whole thing, but I haven't, all I know is that he came out and him and I rode around and looked at everyone and he says, okay, I will draft a letter. I think it was last Saturday that we were out running around, looking at all of them, and he was writing down all the addresses.
was just this past Saturday?
I think.
So when I come back to the meeting next month, it'll all be done.
No guarantees.
Will anything be done?
Ain't no guarantees.
Well, I
We'll
guess,
do the best we can do, but we will follow whatever the lawyer says to do. If he says to do this and he tells Matt to do that, well, that's what we will do.
well, but no, that's not so. Because he sat right there in July and read the ordinance and said you give him 5 days or 10 days and do it. So he gave you the authority, told you what to do then. I don't know, I'm not the lawyer, I don't know what, but if he had to draft up a lawyer
It's already a
document.
town thing, they should get rid of that. You don't have to go through the process, lawyer stuff to get this stuff done. You write them out just like that.
So,
It's in their law. If it's a nuisance like that, the town has to do something about it. It says it right in there. Nuisance, the town has to do something about it. That's what we pay you guys to do.
what about the car sitting along the street with no plates on it? Or an up-to-date plate?
Just tell Matt.
Huh?
Just tell Matt.
What do you do then?
Right, and we could, those are IC code tickets I could write, traffic law.
Okay,
It's outside of ordinance, there's traffic laws that I could,
you can write a ticket on that.
or we could tag it and have them remove the vehicle, if not, we can tow it.
Well, there's a bunch of them around town, you better get a big lot to tow it
I
to.
need to get around town.
Uh,
We could, do you know, if you got a list of them?
No, I can get it,
I don't drive around and look at that stuff.
you know?
Maybe
Yeah.
you
Well-
should.
Yeah, somebody should. They're all over town, sitting there on the street with it, under on jacks and, you know,
Where's there one on Jack's?
on, Forest. There's been numerous times they're sitting there on jacks.
Looks bad. My same street. No, my street on Prospect has been one up, but that's like I
Yeah.
said, that's.
I see the Scooter's old place, they moved that trailer of junk, and I seen Clem's has moved their little trailer of junk, I don't know. If they just moved it out on the farm or they got rid of it,
I don't know.
but I think he's got 3 or 4 cars down there and they're not tagged.
Who, Scooter?
No, Scooter's hard to tell what he's got, Clem's,
They're not, claims aren't in town. That's what I'm talking about out there, that's not in town.
pardon?
That's not in the town.
There's 2 of them lives right there. Well, one lives right behind you,
Behind me.
Central Washington.
yeah.
Yeah.
So the other lives on, I don't know what that street is that runs east and west.
Columbus.
Columbus.
I don't know that,
One lives at Columbus and Central, and the other lives at Central and Washington. That's
Columbus
Dale's
and Washington.
Square.
Yeah, I don't know if they don't have tags on them or not, but they've been sitting there, but that don't mean they don't have plates on them.
Well, they got trucks and trailers and, you know, I don't know if they're all tagged or not tagged, but how many of them can you have parked on your lot? Many as you want?
No, there's no law about how many vehicles you
Vehicles
can
you can
have.
have, yeah,
Pardon?
I'm not aware of the ordinance saying how many cars you can have parked. And there's no law off the top of my head that says how many cars you can have parked on your personal property.
And that trailer that he had was all full of junk and stuff, and I talked to him about that, and he did move it here a couple weeks ago. I think he just took
Yeah, I don't-
it back out on the farm.
I don't know if he moved it out to his
Yeah.
grandma's place or,
He did.
but I went by there. I don't think it's out there.
Well, maybe he took it in and,
See, everything out there is in the
Outside city
county.
limits.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's out of town.
yeah. No, I understand that, but, well, the one on Central and, what'd you say it was, Columbia?
Columbus,
That in there, he's all right, or appears to be. They say he's not, but I don't know. But the other down there, he's,
He's what?
I don't know. No, don't wanna tell you what it is.
Okay. Yeah, no, everything on the other one, on the other ones is out of town. I don't know if.
No, yeah,
Yeah, that whole,
I don't understand it, but junk prices are high, they got several junk cars out there. I don't know why they don't,
yeah, you could turn it into,
some money.
yeah, pretty easily.
If you don't care, it don't matter. Don't care.
I guess Grandpa left them too well off. They don't need the money.
What, Ron, what's your phone number?
409
409
4571.
4571.
417
417.
417-0327.
0327, okay. I will let you know where we're at.
You got a text me too? You know my number.
He's got your.
He'll tell you at breakfast.
No, I'll talk to you in the morning.
You gonna talk to a lawyer first?
Probably not, he's, because I had sent him a text a little bit ago, and I don't know, he obviously had something come up, because he normally, I know way ahead if he's not gonna be here.
Yeah.
So, but, no, we will, and Matt will do whatever he says we need to do, and we will try to get it expedited.
Okay.
Okay,
Greatly appreciated.
Yes.
okay, all right, thank you. Bobby.
I just have a appropriation reduction for the local road and streets to move what we budgeted for this year and move it to next year. Just because last year went over budget, so we just need to move it. I just need a vote from the board members to either approve it or not, and then sign.
Okay.
To turn into
let me
the state
look at it real
courthouse.
quick.
We are voting whether or not to move it to next year.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, they're gonna do North Street yet this year, and, what's the street by your daughters? Yeah, Dale Speed. And they're gonna cut down 3 trees on North Street. And they're gonna take Rod Reimer's bushes out. And they're gonna take another tree out on the corner of Summit and Dale Speed. And she's the only one I haven't got to talk to. I talked to everybody else, and they were okay with it. But, okay, we need a motion to move local road and street $125,000 from 2024 to 2025.
I'll make that motion.
Can I ask a question before we do it? So what's that do to what we need to do yet this year?
That will come out
Just,
of,
we'll take it out of seeded funds
Seeded.
instead of local road.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. I can second. I wanted to do something.
Okay. Have a motion and a first and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed likewise.
Sign, I think it's on that side where it says, at the bottom it says yea or nay, don't sign under nay.
Why? No,
Normally it's flip-flop, but on that form.
no, you're right.
I don't know.
Normally the yes is always first.
Yeah.
Here, Rich. Okay, do you have them resolutions?
I do.
Big. Thank you. You good? Anything, Tim? No? Okay. We need to pass two resolutions. A resolution of the Town of Monroeville, Indiana, adopting the Americans with Disabilities Act, ADA coordinator and procedures. The coordinator will be Bobby, and I and Abe will be the alternates. And it all has to do with complaints about anything that has to do with disabilities. Need a motion to pass resolution 2025-4. Tim makes a motion, we got a second? Chad seconds it. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed likewise. Clear pass. Okay, I have another resolution, 2025-5. Resolution of the Town Council of Monroeville, Allen County appointing the Title VI Coordinator, whereas the federal government enacted civil rights in 1964. The coordinators will be Abe Asby and myself. Need a motion to pass resolution 2025-5.
I'll make the motion.
Have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed likewise. Clear pass. Here, let me steal one. Pizza shop's gonna reopen over here.
Different owner?
Pardon?
Different owner?
Yeah. It's actually the building owner,
Yeah, I heard that, man.
yeah. And there's a little bit of a problem problem with some drainage there. Okay, the ERI called this week, and they, in order to finish up our drainage plans, they needed to do some smoke testing, and they're gonna start on it next month. And I told them to go ahead, it'd be about $2,500. I told them to go ahead and get it on the books and get it done. That way, everything will be finished. But as far as her drainage goes, they're gonna look at it when they're here. But I think the easiest way to take care of it is probably to bore under the sidewalk and bore into the manhole in the highway.
Is that a problem, because it's a state highway right there, though, isn't it?
Well, that's the reason that, I don't know, there's no place else to go with it. You could run it around behind the building, possibly, but you're running the risk of it freezing up in the middle of the winter, and you ended up with a bigger mess.
Is that the drain from the pizza place, and that's still okay, and this is what's draining from the apartments? It looked like to me when I looked at it.
They're draining the roof, is what they're draining,
Okay.
yeah,
Why can't that go out the back?
because it slants this way. Did you have trouble with water at all? You did? Okay, I kind of wondered about that.
Coming through ceilings, coming through walls.
Okay, that's what she told me. They went down and cleaned it.
In the crawl space, you mean?
Well, no, out under the sidewalk. They snaked it and they filmed it, and it ends up going into, for lack of a better word, a French drain under the street. And the French drain is apparently plugged. I mean, the stones is taking as much silt and that as it can and drain. So I had ERI talk to Pinpoint a little bit about boring it, and they said that they probably could go ahead and do it. But I'm not sure who it's on, okay?
That's what I was just gonna ask.
Okay,
Who
that's,
is that?
I think, let's see what it's gonna end up being before.
I mean, because you would like that to be occupied. I mean, for the town, it'd be nice for that to be occupied, but yeah, whoever installed the French drain, she inherited that mess, but, you know, if it's not,
What are you gonna do?
Right,
I
yeah.
agree if it's not that awful much, then.
It is
Some
something.
of the cracks look,
Underneath the sidewalk.
I don't,
And you tear that up and fix it. But, you know, I don't know.
I think the cheapest way to do it would be to tear the sidewalk out to the corner and then just bore the last little section.
Probably. But like he said, being the highway, it could be great, could be.
Right, and state highway, you really want to kind of, you need to be on their good side, so.
Well, I mean, or even when Larry was doing the slopes and they were real sticky about everything. They had to be exact and.
Oh, yeah. Now, they made Woodburn tear their whole sidewalks out because they were a half a degree too flat. And that was many, many, many feet. Rich?
Are we gonna do anything yet this year with it in the budget for sidewalks? If we said sidewalk on Washington, that last block to hook in to Old Monroeville Road. It added, and the sidewalk going to Willow Run we talked about too.
Let's get a price on doing Willow Run first.
I was thinking, do we need to get a
'Cause
contract?
that's probably the easiest one.
Yeah, get that contracted out, and then I think the town guys, until we end up with somebody else, another worker, we ain't got time to do it anyway.
Right, yeah.
Let's look at sidewalk on Willow Run, I bet you not too many people in that street will.
And we're talking about.
We're just talking about from Willow Run back to where they cross to go to the school.
Yeah, they're at,
Yeah.
where you go to the Catholic cemetery,
Yeah.
there to Willow Run, there needs to be a
Okay,
Yeah.
so
sidewalk.
we're talking about going down.
No, we're just talking about from Willow Run
There's
back
no-
to the
there's no
corner
sidewalk.
by
It stops
Luganville.
there.
It'd be a waste of money.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'll see if Bennett, I'll get a couple prices from a couple different people. Bennett's normally about as cheap, and he's always done a good job for me, and he's always done a good job for everybody that I've ever had to do work for, so. But, you know Bennett?
A little bit, I know his brothers and cousins better, but I've seen his work, he does pretty good.
Yeah, it was.
Everybody I know has been really happy with him.
Yeah. Or you know somebody else?
No.
Okay,
Not anymore, but I used to know a lot of people.
yeah,
I've
there,
been this side.
You've been
that
doing
for a while, Yeah.
Chad,
Oh,
motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Uh,
Aye.
Opposed, likewise.